Alright, so I'm going to start a new series. I'm going to film it a little different than I normally do. I am going to film maybe like little bits and pieces at a time. Working on this 450, my project truck. Without getting into it, I got a long history with this truck of not getting it done because I was super busy. But now that I have some time, I really want to get back on it again because I actually would like to use it. So for those of you that are new here and don't know, this is a 450 7.3 diesel that I bought off of my neighbor. He bought it brand new. He's had it ever since, so I know the whole history of it. And back through the channel, there's some videos of when I started working on it. We took out the rear end, all the axles, everything. We had the frame sandblasted. All right, so now that we're not working, things slow down a little bit in the summer. We're not working like 7 days a week. I have time and I want to get back on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start filming a little bit at a time. I'm not going to do like start to finish project. I'm just going to do updates. I watch a lot of YouTube, and for some reason I always find myself watching like car guys or like truck guys that are fixing up stuff, and they don't do the whole like start to finish. They just do like series. Like I watch like Twin Sticks Garage, and he just does like a video on like a little portion of what he's doing. So I thought maybe we could try this. So anyways, I took the mirrors off last night, which I thought was kind of cool that is the original paint from 2001. I think this is the 2001. I don't know. I have 3 of these here, so I think this is a 2001. I know that's an 02. And on the other side of the Pete over here, that is an 02, but that is my son's 02, which I was working on cutting the headboard down for him and changing the shape because it was really tall. It was like up to there and across, and he didn't like the shape. So anyways, that's the bit that I cut off right there. Super heavy, but you can see it was a lot taller. And then we got to slide this bed back forward and mount it. It does dump. There's the pump. And then he's going to paint the frame and clean it all up and everything. This 02, I did injectors on that. I did injectors, injector cups, wiring harness. There's a bunch of aftermarket diesel performance companies for these 7.3s, so the stuff's not too crazy. The injectors were expensive, though. I went with good injectors. It was $1,800 for the injectors per each truck. So this one has all new injectors also. New wiring harness. I got to flush the radiator again. I flushed everything out, put new coolant in it, but it's still got a little sludge in there from when the oil cooler crapped out and put sludge into the coolant. So this also got new injectors, injector cups, valve cover gaskets with the harness, ICP valve, ICP sensor or IPR valve, all new solenoids, all new top of the engine mount harness, everything. What we got to do now though is we have to do the body work, because this sat at a body shop for a while and they pushed it out into the weeds, and it sat out in the weeds for about 7 months until I got really mad and went and had it towed home. When I went by, this had weeds all growing up to here, and the rocker is rotted out now. So I'm not 100% sure that was caused by spending 7 months parked in the weeds, but I know it didn't help. So this is just going to be like the intro. I'm really trying to figure out how to film this, because it's just going to be like slow and like just tedious work, and I really don't want to take weeks of compiling footage and have to sit there and edit through it all. Instead, let's just make progress videos as we go. In my basement, I have brand new doors for this truck. Brand spanking new, not like aftermarket or anything. I found them on Marketplace. They were purchased before COVID, and he had them in storage, and he was gonna fix up a truck. He was gonna do it like I did. Okay, so down here in the basement is the doors. I took them out of the box because the box was just way too big. But these were ordered from Ford. The local Ford dealer's name was on the box. Like, fast forward a few years later, I found out from a body shop that you can't get these factory anymore. They're like hard to find. You have to get like a used door. I don't know how true that is, but one body shop I went to, the owner's son had a set of these, and I offered to buy them off of him, and he said no because he couldn't get them anymore. At the back are some used Marketplace doors that have brand new mirrors on them, and I got those for $400 cash. They're in okay shape, so if we need to get parts off of them, you know, all the rubber and the glass is there, but I don't think we're gonna use those anymore because we got these. I got those first. Also, I don't get to ride this dirt bike anymore, you know, so the dirt bike stays down here because I have no time. So it's kind of sad because this is an 06 Kawasaki 450F, and it is in like phenomenal shape, but it just stays down here in the storage section of the basement. So as you can see here, the door is rotten at the bottom. Kind of a shame because the rest of the door is great. So the fenders are still good. So I think what we're gonna do is just gonna take the fenders off. I bought this truck off my neighbor. He had it since it was brand new, and I actually believe that is the original paint that was under the mirrors. So my brother and I used to paint trucks all the time in our early 20s. I'm gonna change the color to my color of my Peterbilt, that blue, and then if everything goes okay with this, I think what we'll do is we'll work on painting the Kenworth triaxle next. So this is the bed. It has been sitting here for 3 years now. It's never been mounted on anything. It's brand new. It is dirty, so we're gonna have to pull this out. We're gonna have to pressure wash it. We're gonna have to get it cleaned up. And I know I can get it cleaned again, a little Dawn dish soap. And then underneath this bed is some aluminum toolboxes that I bought. And what we're gonna have to do is we are going to have to put them on some square tubing, just enough so the door's open, because those are not underbody boxes. So the way that the door opens, the guy I bought them off of, he had them on like a little block of metal or wood, I can't remember, and they were on a steel bed so he could flip down the doors. So as we were sitting here talking about this bed and that truck, my phone has been going off, and I thought I was gonna have time off this week. There it goes again, and I'm busy again. So this is the problem I'm having. So this bench seat has had it. I have another seat for it, and the color doesn't 100% match. But my wife found fabric dye, so we're gonna try to dye the seat, the gray to match. I'll show you the seat. This is the seat. I forget what they call it. I think it's like a 40-20-40 seat. But as you can see, it's not quite, it's like a tan. And I mean, the headrest, it's in good shape. I mean, it's not super ripped. I'm gonna put seat covers on it anyways. So I don't know, we might not even dye it, but yeah. And then this is my son's seat for his truck. So he's got the twin truck. I did the same work to his. And then him and I both ordered new carpet for the truck, new floor matting, everything. I got 2 of them. And then also I got all new door rubbers There's 2 sets. I don't know where the other set is, but there's 1 set for my truck, 1 set for his. Then we also have to get some headlights. We need to get a bumper. The bumper was a little banged up in the front. I think it had some dents in it, and the bottom had a little bit of rust. These headlights are disgusting. They're old, and if you go on Amazon, you can get new ones for fairly cheap. Just like those ones there that I got from Amazon. Those are nice. So that's basically where we're at. That's what I want to do, is I want to do small little videos, updates. I'm going to try to keep them like 20 minutes or under so that I can get more content out to you, because I watch a lot of YouTube and I like the way that the auto guys format their videos. I can't do that on my construction jobs because boom, 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 I have to bang them out, get them done, start to finish, and move on to the next job. So whereas there's no pressing time, there's no customer waiting on results, I think we should just start to film like that.